Hello and welcome. You're listening to the Boost English Skill Podcast.
Your daily English boost.
It's so nice to have you here with us today. I'm Luna.
And I'm John. It feels like a very calm day for recording, doesn't it?
It really does. I made a cup of tea before we started, and I'm just feeling very peaceful.
That's the perfect feeling. Welcome, everyone. We're very happy you chose to spend this time with us.
Today, we're going to have a long, cozy conversation about something I think we all think about.
Yes, our episode title is Balancing Work, Rest, and Learning.
And we've marked this episode for English level B1. That means we'll use clear, natural sentences and some simple, everyday idioms.
But, if you are a strong beginner, maybe at level A1 or A2, please don't worry.
That's right. This conversation is perfect for you to just listen, get used to the sounds and structures of English. Enjoy it like listening to relaxing music.
Exactly. Just let the words wash over you. Understanding everything is not the goal today. The goal is to feel comfortable with English.
Before we go deeper, a quick and friendly reminder. If you enjoy our calm conversations, please give us a like, subscribe to the podcast, and share it with a friend.
It really helps us a lot, and it helps other English learners find a peaceful place to practice listening.
So, balancing work, rest, and learning. John, when you hear that phrase, what's the first thing you feel?
The first thing I feel is a little tired
Honestly, same.
because it sounds like a lot to manage, right? It's three big parts of life: work, or maybe study, then rest, which we know is important, and then learning, which for our listeners is often English, but it could be anything new.
It feels like a puzzle, and sometimes the pieces don't fit. If I work too much, I have no energy for learning. If I try to learn too much, I don't rest well.
Yes, and then you feel guilty. You think, I should be working more, or I should be studying more. It's a cycle.
Do you remember a time when you felt this balance was really good? Like life felt smooth?
I do actually. It was last spring. I had a project at work, but it had clear hours. I finished at 5 p.m., and I didn't check my email after that.
Wow, that's impressive.
It was an experiment. And because I stopped work at 5, I had the evening. Sometimes I would just cook and listen to music. That was rest. And then, maybe 3 evenings a week, I would spend 30 minutes on my Spanish app.
So you were learning Spanish?
Very, very slowly. But yes, and it didn't feel like a job. It felt like a small, interesting activity. That was a good balance for me.
That sounds really healthy. For me, a good balance looks different. Sometimes I need a whole day of doing almost nothing to feel rested.
I understand that completely. A reset day.
Yes, a reset day. No big plans, just reading, maybe walking, drinking tea. And after a day like that, my mind is clear. Then I can work better the next day, and I even have more patience for learning new things.
So your rest is like preparing the soil for the seeds of work and learning to grow later.
That's a beautiful way to say it. Yes, preparing the soil. I like that.
But here's a question. What about when you can't have a reset day? Life is busy. You have responsibilities.
That is the real challenge, isn't it? It's easy to talk about balance when life is quiet, but most of the time, life is not quiet.
True. So maybe we need to think about micro-balance, tiny bits of rest inside a busy day.
Microbalance. Tell me more about that.
Well, for example, you have a busy workday with meetings and tasks. Instead of eating lunch at your desk while working,
Which I do all the time.
me too, but instead of that, you take 15 minutes. You go to the kitchen, you make a tea, and you just look out the window. You don't look at your phone. You just breathe and drink your tea.
That is a micro rest.
Yes, it's not a full reset day. It's a 15-minute reset, and it can change your whole afternoon.
You know, I try to do something similar with learning English for our listeners. Micro learning.
Aha, yes. Instead of thinking, I need to study for 2 hours today, which feels impossible,
Right. You think, I will listen to a podcast for 10 minutes on my walk, or I will learn 3 new words while I wait for my coffee.
that feels so much less stressful. And those small moments add up. They really do.
They do. Consistency with small things is more powerful than one big, tiring effort.
I'm curious for our listeners, how does this feel? Do you try to find small moments for rest or for English in your day? Let us know in the comments if you want.
We would love to hear from you, even just a hello.
So we have work, we have micro rest, we have micro learning. But sometimes the problem is not finding time. The problem is the feeling in your mind.
The guilt. I know this feeling so well.
Describe it.
Okay, I am resting. Maybe I'm watching a TV show, but in my head, a little voice is saying, you should be working on that project, or you should be practicing English pronunciation right now.
Yes, and then you aren't really resting. Your body's on the sofa, but your mind is running a marathon.
Exactly. So the rest is not refreshing. It's stressful.
How do you quiet that little voice?
It's difficult. One thing that helps me is to be very clear and say it out loud.
Say what out loud?
I say, for the next 30 minutes, I am resting. This is my rest time. It is important. Work time will come later.
You give your rest a schedule. You make it official.
Yes, it sounds silly, but it tells my brain this is a planned activity. It's not laziness. It's part of the balance.
That's actually very smart. I do something similar with learning. I put it in my calendar, 7 p.m. English listening practice.
And does that help?
It helps a lot. When 7 p.m. comes, I don't think, oh, I should do some English. I think it's time for my appointment. And because it's in the calendar, I don't feel guilty when I'm not doing it at other times.
Because you know the time is planned. I love that.
It turns the should into a will.
That's a great phrase, turning should into will. The guilt comes from the vague should. The peace comes from the clear will.
Exactly. Let's talk about energy. Not all times of day are equal for these activities.
Oh, definitely. I am a morning person. My brain is best for focused work or for learning new grammar rules between 8 a.m. and 12 p.m.
Really? I am the opposite. I wake up slowly. My best thinking time is after 2 p.m. So if I try to study complex English grammar at 10 p.m., it's a disaster. My brain is like soup.
Brain soup. I know that feeling. So part of the balance is listening to your own energy, doing the right activity at the right time for you.
Yes, maybe your micro rest is a 5-minute quiet time in the morning. Maybe your micro learning is a fun English song in the evening when you're tired.
It's personal. There's no perfect schedule for everyone.
No, there isn't. You have to experiment. Maybe for a week, you try learning in the morning, see how it feels.
And if it feels terrible, you stop. You try the evening instead. No guilt, it's just an experiment.
Right, it's like you're a scientist studying yourself. Professor of my own life.
I like that title. So, Professor John, what is your biggest challenge with balance right now?
Right now, I think it's the weekend for me.
The weekend? That's surprising.
During the week, my schedule is clear. Work, then rest, then a little learning. But the weekend, it's like a big empty space. I want to rest, but I also want to do my hobbies and see friends and maybe do some extra learning.
And you end up doing a little of everything, but not really enjoying anything.
Yes, exactly. I feel scattered. On Monday, I'm not rested.
I have this problem too. My solution, which I'm still practicing, is to plan one highlight for each day of the weekend.
One highlight?
Yes, on Saturday, the highlight is maybe having lunch with a friend. That's the main event. Everything else is flexible. On Sunday, the highlight is maybe reading a book for 2 hours. If I do that one thing, the day feels successful. The rest is bonus.
So you're not planning every hour, you're just choosing one anchor activity for rest or joy.
Yes, it gives the day a shape, but it doesn't make it busy.
I will try that. This weekend, my highlight will be making bread.
Wow, that's a nice highlight.
We'll see if it works, but it sounds peaceful.
It does. You know, this whole conversation, it's making me think that balance is not about equal hours.
No, it's not. It's not like 8 hours work, 8 hours rest, 8 hours learning.
Right. It's about quality, not quantity. It's about making sure each part of your life has a little space to breathe, so none of them feel forgotten or starving for attention.
That's a beautiful way to see it. Letting each part breathe.
Even our English learning needs to breathe. You can't hold your breath and study for 6 hours.
No, you'll turn blue.
Exactly. You need to take a breath, rest, and come back to it.
This is the kind of everyday English, by the way, that is so useful. Talking about feelings, about daily life, it's real listening practice.
It is. And you know, just listening to a calm conversation like this, even if you don't understand every single word, it helps your ear get used to the rhythm of English.
It's like training for your ear, gently.
Yes. So we hope this is helpful, not just for the topic, but for your English journey.
Let's think about another piece. Learning doesn't always have to feel like learning.
What do you mean?
Well, if learning English is your goal, sometimes the best practice is restful.
Oh, tell me more.
For example, watching a movie you love in English with subtitles in your language. You're resting, you're enjoying a story, but your brain is hearing English.
Or listening to an English podcast while you were cooking. You are doing a relaxing task, and the English is just there in the background.
Yes, that is a beautiful combination. You're getting micro rest and micro learning at the same time.
That feels like a life hack, combining activities so they support each other.
But the key is you must not force it. If you are too tired, just watch the movie in your language. No guilt.
Always the no guilt rule.
Always. Guilt is the enemy of balance.
It really is. Guilt makes everything heavy. Work feels heavy, rest feels lazy, learning feels like a duty.
So maybe the first step to balance is to be kinder to yourself, to say it's okay.
It's okay that I'm tired today. I will rest.
It's okay that I only learned one new word. That's one more than yesterday.
Exactly. Small steps, gentle progress.
I think many people, especially people learning a new skill like English, are very hard on themselves.
They are. They see someone fluent and think, I will never be that good. They don't see all the small, quiet steps that person took.
The years of small steps, the days of feeling tired and taking a break.
Balance includes those breaks. The breaks are part of the journey, not a stop in the journey.
Wow. Say that again.
The breaks are part of the journey, not a stop in the journey. Rest is not quitting. It's a necessary part of moving forward.
I'm writing that down. That's going on my wall.
I'm glad you like it.
So let's imagine a person. They work full-time. They are learning English. They feel overwhelmed. What is one tiny piece of advice we could give?
One tiny piece, I would say find 5 minutes, just 5.
For what?
For anything. For sitting with your eyes closed, for looking out the window, for listening to one slow English song. Don't try to fix your whole schedule today. Just find 5 quiet minutes and protect them.
Protect them. I like that word. Protect your 5 minutes from work, from phone notifications, from the should voice.
Yes, protect that small space. That is the beginning of balance. You build from there.
It's like planting one small seed. You don't plant a whole garden in one day.
Perfect. One seed, one quiet minute, one word. It all starts small.
I'm feeling very calm talking about this.
Me too. It's a gentle topic.
Even though life is often not gentle.
No, it's not. So we have to create little pockets of gentleness for ourselves.
Pockets of gentleness. That's another good phrase.
Thank you. You know, I'm curious about our listeners again. What is one small pocket of gentleness you could create for yourself this week? Maybe it's a special tea. Maybe it's a short walk.
If you feel comfortable, share it with us in the comments. We read them all and we love to see your thoughts.
It also shows you're practicing your English writing, which is amazing.
It is. Every comment is a small step.
Let's talk about the different kinds of rest, because sometimes rest is not sleeping.
True. Sometimes sleep is difficult and you still feel tired in the morning.
So, what are other types of rest?
There is physical rest, like sleeping or lying down, but there is also mental rest.
Which is letting your thoughts be quiet.
Yes, maybe that's looking at nature. Maybe it's knitting or drawing, something where your hands are busy but your mind can wander.
I get mental rest from driving sometimes, not in busy traffic, but on a quiet road.
Aha, yes, the movement is calming.
Then there's social rest.
Social rest? You mean resting from people?
Yes. As someone who likes people but gets tired from too much talking, social rest is very important. It's a quiet evening alone with no conversations.
I need that too. Even if I love my friends, I need time where I don't have to talk or listen deeply.
And then there's the opposite. Maybe for someone who lives alone, rest could be a nice conversation with a friend. That fills their energy.
So rest is not one thing. It's whatever fills your energy tank.
Exactly. And you have to know what you need. Today, I need mental rest. Tomorrow, I might need creative rest. So I'll play some music.
This is so helpful. It means you can choose your rest activity for the day. You don't just say, I will rest, and then stare at the wall.
Right. You can be intentional. My mind is tired from work, so I will do something physical for rest, like a gentle walk.
Or my mind is bored, so I will read an interesting book for rest.
Yes, rest can be active. It's about what gives you energy, not what takes it away.
This changes everything for me. I always thought rest meant being inactive.
Me too, but sometimes being inactive makes me more tired.
Because you're bored.
Yes, so my rest might be gardening. It's work for the body, but it's rest for my busy mind.
Wonderful. So for English learning, maybe some days active learning is good, studying grammar.
And other days, when you're tired, your English rest is listening to a fun podcast or singing along to a song.
No pressure, just enjoyment.
Exactly. Learning with joy is a different kind of energy. It's lighter,
It's sustainable. You can do it for a long time.
which is the goal, right? We want to learn English for life, not just for a test.
We want to live a balanced life, not just for a vacation.
Yes, it's a long, gentle journey.
I feel like we've been talking in circles, but in a good way, coming back to the same ideas from different directions.
That's how life is. The same challenges come back, but we understand them a little better each time.
Do you feel like you have better balance now than, say, 5 years ago?
Yes and no. I have more tools now. I understand the idea of micro rest and different types of rest, but life is also more complicated now. So the challenge is bigger, but my skills are better.
That's a great answer. The game level's higher, but you have more experience points.
I love that. More experience points, yes.
So we should be kind to our past selves who were doing their best with fewer tools.
Absolutely. And kind to our future selves by planting small good habits today.
Like drinking water, or taking a deep breath, or saying one kind thing to yourself in English.
You are doing well. Simple English, but powerful.
Very powerful.
I think we are coming to a natural close for our conversation. But before we end, I want to just sit in this quiet feeling for a moment.
Yes, let's just be quiet for a few seconds. Listeners, just breathe with us.
Thank you for that.
It felt nice.
So, to wrap up our time together, balancing work, rest, and learning is not about perfection.
No, it's about awareness. It's about small adjustments. It's about kindness.
Protect your 5 minutes. Find your pocket of gentleness. Let each part of your life breathe.
And remember, listening to this conversation is already a beautiful act of balance. You are giving yourself English practice in a calm, restful way.
We are so proud of you for that.
Truly.
If this calm space has been helpful for you, please help us grow. Give us a like, subscribe to the Boost English Skill podcast, and share it with someone who needs a gentle English boost.
Your support means everything to us. It lets us keep making these conversations.
We'd also love to hear from you in the comments. How much of today's conversation did you understand? Does the struggle for balance feel familiar?
We read every comment. It's our favorite part.
From both of us, thank you for your time, for your attention, and for your amazing effort in learning English.
You're doing great. Keep going. Gently.
We'll be back soon with another cozy conversation.
Until then, be kind to yourself.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.